I don't know if it'll be out quite that fast.
What am I even needed for anymore? Good morning, messy Tibs. What happened to you? Feeding yourself oatmeal, theoretically? So this is my first official attempt at letting him eat oatmeal by himself, and so far it's an absolute failure. I set this little bowl of oatmeal in front of him, and he immediately picked it up and dumped half of it, so I took it away. It was probably stupid of me. I should have waited till it had solidified a little bit more. But he was obviously wanting to eat and hungry, so I didn't want to like make him keep waiting. And so far the only way he's got a bite is he kind of does this and then licks the spoon. Good job. You have the idea down. Or I take the spoon from him and I put a bite on there. And then I set it down and let him do it. And that seems to work okay. You're a mess, Tibs. It's a good thing we stopped and gave you a bath last night. Gross. And of course, we're watching our morning Pokemon.
It's that time again!
Morning!
Oh, I have playful gum.
The Kyle Family Vlog. Hello and welcome to today. We're back here in Pueblo at this property. Ta-da! See how much better the front yard looks now?
So much better.
We're here to start cleaning up the back now. We're not done with the front, but today we're gonna do some stuff in the back. Exciting. Look, Mom and Dad, I repurposed this tin. It is now Tibs to-go toy box.
I have dubbed it the Tibs tin of traveling toys. Here's fine. I mean, assuming we're gonna put it down quickly.
I told Sean I feel like Jean Valjean. What does he say? He says raise the... What does he say? Can you tell him to pick up the flag?
Yeah.
Anyway, it's whatever.
Whatever. Okay, so we've done a bunch of work in the back, but it's not as visible just because the back is still a mess. But look at this. I don't know if we showed you these trees beforehand. I just trimmed this, and that's, well, we trimmed a bunch of this the other day. That's the rest. Up here, oh, look at this. This looks so much better with pavers. It's not completely done, but it's mostly in place. Looks so much better with pavers than just random rocks. Up here, I just cut this down. And that looks so much better with such a mess. And these will go around it. Then we got Nap back here. She's doing this one. This was nasty. Look at that. Look at that. Like a boss. And if we have any extra time, we might just stop and weed some of this.
Hi, baby Tibs. Are you making a mess as usual? My whole house is covered in Cheerios and raisins now, most of the time. Wow, you got a booger, dude. I'm gonna have to take care of that. We are back for the day from Pueblo. Pueblo. They say it really weird here. Pueblo. Anyway, and I had so many bags of this 6-bean soup, whoops, that I spilled, that were given to me. I had 4 bags, and I was like, okay, obviously I need to take a hint and make some bean soup. So, I'm not going to use the spice packet that came with it because I don't know what brand the spices are, and some spices will set off Sean's issues. So I'm going to spice it myself, but it says, it's 7 o'clock right now, so I don't want to do it the way that says you can just boil it for like 3.5 hours or whatever. Dog was eating. But I am going to do it the crock pot way, which is like 10 hours on low. So if I start it now, we'll have beans for breakfast. It's that time again.
Morning!
And it's that place again.
The Kyle family vlog. And we are up and out, going to do landscaping a little bit earlier today than normal because we really want to get this done today and tomorrow because Eric's coming into town. Correction, Eric and Suzie are coming into town. I did not mean to leave you out of that, Suzie. I love you. It's just Eric is my best friend, so, I mean, you know how it is. So the place we normally dump still isn't accepting dumping. I think we talked about that yesterday, so if you're not sure what I'm talking about, you can go watch that. They lit on fire. They'll be accepting dumping again in a couple days. So we ended up bringing all this back here, hoping that we would end up getting one of these in a few days. We drive up and poof, there it is! Not sponsored, by the way. We would love to spot.
Oh, sorry. It's done.
Okay, it's still going. I can still hear it. All right. So yeah, we're dumping this. There's some over there. I don't know if you can see. I'll zoom in. Wait. You see, there's a bunch of branches over there. I gotta cut those up and get that in here too.
Hi.
Tibs' favorite game is throw stuff out of the window. Hey, funny little boy. Did you find the wafers up there so you're up there eating them? The little baby stick wafers? Yeah, we thought they were out of reach. Nothing's out of reach for you anymore. This truck, he owns this truck. He is so happy and comfortable in that truck. I know that Nat's mom probably looked at that and was like, oh, he's standing in the truck. He's okay. He actually, he spends a lot of time here, but what's funny is how comfortable he's gotten just like moving around the past few days especially. I had to stop him. He tried to let himself out of the truck because now he knows how to like scoot down off of stuff, which is how he gets off the couch anymore.
This morning he let himself off of the bed. He just followed me.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, I guess you do that now.
Those branches, that's just a portion of what we had down here, but look at all that rock. I just like hauled probably over a half yard of rock from the backyard to that. That was less fun than it could have been. Now, did you get that one out?
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Just whenever you were going to grab the camera, it just finally popped out.
Good.
I was literally pulling and pushing on this with like all of my body weight and some extra oomph.
Nice.
And it finally like...
Yeah. Got 4 of those to clean out. Tibs's charging station is right over here with all his toys, but he'll stay here for a while and play. And he needs to get picked up and to be held and explore for a few minutes. That's okay. We've actually been working our butts off and we've gotten probably a full day's worth of work done, and we still have extra time out here before the sun goes down. So we're gonna probably get more done today than I thought we would. I don't know. We've been cooking, haven't we? We've been getting it done.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Cooking. And I packed us lunch, so that helps because we just kind of take a break at the truck. We don't have to like actually leave.
Yep, very nice. So this other crew that's working inside the house just came out real quick and gave us this bag of goodies. How sweet.
Drinks.
Oh, and they brought something for Tibs. Oh, that's awesome. Brought 2 energy drinks and a little...
Well, oh, I shouldn't have shown him. I don't have to water that down, Tibby.
Yeah. That was really sweet. He knows this one's his. He took it and ran away. Yeah.
Okay, this is what he looks like. He just won't take it away from his mouth, which is why I thought I knew you were gonna do that, you little chupa chupa, which is why I watered it down so much. I suppose it's about the same as when we put a splash of Kool-Aid in his sippy cup. Sean is nobly fighting the beast. This is number 3. I'm tackling number 4. You took out that second one really fast. He says he has a technique.
Yeah, this one will be out soon too. I don't know if it'll be out quite that fast. Nat will birth the last one. She recorded me working on this one over here and then stopped just in time for me to pull it out. Good job. You're amazing.
I know.
And we are done for the day. Probably got one more good day out there tomorrow, and then I think that we will have wrapped it up. And I think we'll be bringing it in probably about $500 under her budget. So hope she is happy with it, and I'm happy with it. I really would have liked to have done the backyard, but that's like a 2-week job, and $3,000 probably at least, so we're just gonna do a real basic cleanup and leave it at that, because that's not in her budget and we don't have that much time. It's been a good day. We're not done as early as I thought we would be. It's a little bit close to actually being on time, but by the time we get home it will be after our normal quitting time, but that's all good. And gonna go home and everybody gets a shower today, right?
Yes, we're all very dusty.
We're just gonna rotate through. I've thought before, and I think I've actually talked about this, that sometimes I get a little bit nervous with Tibs coming with us, that somebody's gonna get mad and be like, well, how dare you bring your child to work with you? And we have never had that experience. I'm a little amazed at how we have customers who stick with us simply because they like that we're a family business. And I feel like I'm all prepared to give this spiel to people about how, yeah, by owning our own business and bringing Tibs, we can give him a little fee every time he comes to the job site, and then put that in an account, and he can be saving up for big important things when he's older already, you know? I mean, and that's true, and we are very appreciative of that ability, and we'll probably be using that throughout his life, but I never really have to give it. Like, it doesn't matter if it's all seasons who have us come out to work, and then when we're there, like 3 of them stop to bring toys that they brought for Tibs that day, or Sherry, who she knows he's here, and then the crew today that stopped today. And I mean, it's this really fun little Mexican crew listening to mariachi music the whole time. They don't speak English. Like I tried to have a couple conversations, and we tried to conversate, it didn't go very far, and yet they still were super sweet. And when they went to the store today, they brought us both drinks, and they brought Tibs' little drink. And so I think, I'm sure there's a possibility of somebody stopping and being mad at us at some point. We even had an old couple today. Old couples always like us out working, even when Tibs is there. An old couple today that stopped to tell us how great it was to see young people out working and stuff. And so I think I'm just grateful and surprised at how much people actually like Tibs being around while we're working.
I'm glad they like it too, because that's how it is.
That's how it be. How to clean the bed of your truck when you've just had it filled up with dirt. Drive down the highway.
Drive really fast. Just can't handle what's happening right now. First, he sees the water bottle, crawls over, picks it up, opens it up, gives himself a couple of drinks. Then he sees the bag of chips, so I tell him, grab a chip. And now he's giving himself bites off the chip. What am I even needed for anymore? Yes, you're very messy. Oh, he's done. He's gonna close it. Good job! Yay!
Thank you for joining us today. Come back tomorrow if you liked it. Okay, subscribe and share. Good night.
If you liked it, subscribe. If you liked it, thumbs up. If you liked it, comment.